Now it is time for today's Trump tweets. All right, President Trump has a bit of advice for Boeing as the company continues to struggle with its MAX jet issues. He tweeted, quote, "What do I know about branding? Maybe nothing, but I did become president. And if I were Boeing, I would fix the Boeing 737 MAX, add some additional great features, rebrand the plane with a new name. No product has suffered like this one. But again, what the hell do I know?"
What the hell do I know? The president.
I love how he thinks his presidency is all about branding.
I know,
he became president because of branding.
But this is coming after Southwest pulled all Boeing MAX jets from its schedule last week, and American announced that it will cancel its MAX flights through August 19th. Also, United is also canceling their flights as well and grounding these planes.
I mean, what an about face. Because just several weeks ago, the president was tweeting, oh, you know, these planes, they're so, you need like a PhD, too much tech, you have to be a scientist.
I don't know about
you,
but I don't want Albert Einstein.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I want the good old days when things were old and simple, and now he's just all about rebranding.
Rebrand it, add some new tech, do all these little things to it. I mean, what? He said he became president, so he knows more about this than people think.
It is funny. I mean, there is nothing that he will not publicly voice his opinion on. And it is interesting. It's still, even after, what's it been, more than 2 years, it is still interesting to me every time. You think nothing at this point could surprise me. And I'm not saying it's surprising, but it's still the case that certain tweets from the president, I say, gosh, look at that.
Well, he's also wrong, because I mean, look at the share prices, right, for Boeing. I mean, even though
too big to fail.
No, but it is.
No,
but it is. He is wrong when he talks about, you know, how much, you know, Boeing, the brand, has suffered. No, it really hasn't, though. It actually hasn't.
I think there was a brief time where people were concerned and they were tweeting out, oh, I'm checking to see what kind of plane I'm on. That ended fast. Now we're still in the time where investors might be concerned and they might say, oh no, is Boeing in trouble as a company? But there's no real future issue like, you know, for the future viability of this giant company.
I have to argue, though, we have to wait and see how long this new software update is going to take, how long it's going to take for the FAA to approve it, and then how long it's going to take the international agencies to then also approve it for their countries.
That is very true. The longer this drags on, the worse and the more pressure it applies to Boeing. But like, let's be honest, Boeing is so massively important to the United States government. Exactly. It's huge for the U.S. government, and it's also huge in terms of the industry, because other than Boeing, who do you have? You have Airbus.
Well, Airbus, but it's not the same.
And it's not the same at all. And a lot of these backlogs, they're relying on Boeing to essentially deliver on their plane. And if they can do it, I mean, you're going to probably see that stock just bounce right back.
Yeah, look at American. We'll talk later in the show about what's going on with that. But American also saying that it's going to ground the 737 MAX for a little bit longer than was initially said. What did I say, August most recently?
Right, August. But I do want to make clear here that when it comes to these airlines, right, you do think, oh no, this is a huge amount of their fleet. It's actually not. I mean, these MAX planes actually represent, Southwest is the one who has the largest.
34 in their fleet, right?
34 in their fleet. But think of how many planes
but they have come out publicly and said that it's already starting to cost them about $150 million. And at what point are they going to start seeing, when is Boeing going to start seeing lawsuits? And when are they going to start getting charged from these airlines for the amount of money that they're losing? We don't know that. So.